Before you watch the fan cam, a big shout out to our sponsors, Stocks FC. If you haven't heard of it, you need to check it out. It's a website where you could go on and basically invest in your favourite football players. So rather than investing in Tesla or Apple, it's a little bit boring, invest in football. Pick a player. It could be Madueke, it could be Cole Palmer. And if those players go up in price, you might be able to make a little bit of money as well. But this is certainly not financial advice. Check it out for yourself. There's a QR code on screen as well as a link in the description. And enjoy the fan cams. Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. We're outside Stamford Bridge after a 2-2 draw against Bournemouth in the Premier League. Nina, what do you make of this?
Yeah, disappointing to take the lead in the 13th minute, and then when you see you've got 8 minutes of added time to be hoping for an equaliser, like how did we get there? So the fact that the expectations changed as the course of the game changed and we saw how it unfolded is quite, again, disappointing. The fact that we expected to go into this one, leave with 3 points, and then we were just hanging on there for a rescuer, and thank God for Reece James there for salvaging a point, but it never really should have gotten there. You know, when people use the phrase a game of two halves, I guess that kind of is very fitting to describe the game tonight, because we were all over them, dominant in that first half. We were creating chances, we probably could have put a few more away, but we were alive, we looked like we were doing things, we looked like we were causing them problems. And then in the second half, roles reversed massively. Bournemouth emerged from that second half hungry. They were all over us, man for man, pressing, energy levels were there, and we almost were taken aback by that, and it looked like we just couldn't compete with their energy and their quality in the second half. So it was a big drop off, and I'm not too sure what kind of caused that really. And then the fact that, you know, we were going towards the end of the second half, like I said, hoping to get a draw is simply not good enough, because that's now 5 winless games in the Premier League, and we keep saying the next one, but it won't be long until we're saying the next one and we've dropped out of top 4. So a bit concerning. Absolutely,
it is concerning. I mean, I guess the question is, where did it go wrong? And you could say in the first half it didn't, because we were winning.
Yeah.
And then in the second half you said Bournemouth come back hungry. I mean, is that the only reason we dropped points, or have we got to take some of the blame for this as well?
Oh yeah, we do have to take some of the blame, but you know, Bournemouth, we all knew would be a tough side to play tonight. They're also unbeaten in 9 games, and we're the ones who've been really fighting it out in these last few games. You know, we've scored 4 goals in 5 games, 3 of which Cole Palmer has scored. So it's really not good enough, because we're talking about a team that was scoring goals for fun at the start of our season, and the high scoring 6 goals we were scoring at times. So, you know, you do realise there'll be games where it's tough, but we've kind of struggled to come up with something a little bit different to what we're putting out on the pitch, and I think that is where you see maybe Maresca fall short at times as well, because I think many games we've spoken about being a bit more proactive with substitutes, and I think that's where he's been lacking as a manager who you're looking to change things. And again, I think in the second half, you know, you look to the game and you think, okay, we need to make some changes, and you kind of make a like for like sub. Okay, you bring Reece James on, Caicedo moves into midfield, Lavia comes off, and then you're hoping that maybe some attacking outlets are going to be brought on, and it's not like you're void of them. You had Neto there on the bench, you had Felix there on the bench, and
there's the Bournemouth team
there's the Bournemouth team that, you know, almost beat us tonight. There he is. Gaffer sat on the phone at the front going, yeah, this was a pretty easy one. But yeah, so again, you know, Bournemouth have been smooth sailing in the league. You know, you're looking at them, and someone laughed at me for saying they're competing with us for a top 4 spot. Well, they are. They're only 3 points behind, and they came to Stamford Bridge probably taking inspiration from previous arrivals, probably taking inspiration from the fact that they made it so difficult for us away at their ground. You know, how much it took to get that late winner there with Nkunku at the wheel, but yeah, just simply subpar, and I would have liked for Neto and Felix to come on earlier. You know, Felix won us that free kick that ultimately got us the point there, so you know, you do say that's where livelier things were happening, but just a bit disappointing really.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, that's where a lot of the question marks could be, because some people say, well, we've got to score more goals. We're having complaints about the front line, Jackson as well, and we need to bring in another striker, but if we were just keeping more clean sheets, we'd have very, I don't want to say comfortable wins, but they would look comfortable. Even if you beat Crystal Palace 1-0, that's a solid result. I was happy with the draw at Everton to an extent, just because of the fact that we had a clean sheet. But the fact that we can't maintain that, we do one good thing and then we say the same thing about Robert Sanchez. He does one good thing and then he makes a mistake. What did you make about his performance? And then obviously clean sheets defensively as well.
I've got a big statement here for you tonight, okay? I was sat here with you, or standing outside here in September 2023 when Sanchez was through the door. We'd lost the game to Nottingham Forest, right? And I said, that game wasn't even his fault, Alex, but I don't trust that keeper. And what did he do? He only went on to prove me right. I don't trust Robert Sanchez, and he is simply not good enough. And I don't care how many good 8 out of 10 performances he can pull out on rare occasions. In the long run, on a consistent base, he can't do it on a 10-game run. And what do I mean? Even when I'm praising the players in that first half where everyone collectively put a shift in, I'm looking at him, and though he didn't concede, I'm still sat there disappointed with my keeper. Why, you ask? Because he's distributing the ball every single time to a player, to a cherry. Literally, like, are you not able to see the players in blue there? And he's giving them out opportunities where he doesn't need to. He's inviting pressure on us. And why do you pick the difficult pass? Why do you put our defenders in that position where they have to kind of, work hard to release the ball into someone that is open? So I don't trust him. And today I'm telling you that in the long run, or however long, Sanchez won't improve on his weaknesses. So he will simply, for me, remain not good enough.
So you think we need to bring Jorgenson in straight away then?
And how bizarre does it? Yeah, well, I said earlier, what do we need to bring in? A goalkeeper? How bizarre does that sound when we've got so many on the books? But really, did we ever bring someone in that you could put sort of 100% faith in, someone who's got the CV there already that can kind of give you a consistent run of at least 5 games? Is that too much to ask for? Jorgenson, I think it'd be a bit naive to say he'd do a better job in the long run right now, because I haven't seen him as consistently as I've seen Sanchez in goal. But it does beg the question. Okay, he could be a keeper that's good enough for top 4, but he's not, like we've said many times, a keeper that gets you, a title challenging season. No way. And I know that, we're not that, and I'm not talking about title challenging, but just even the bare basics is distributing. I think he could have done better with that second goal as well, but I just don't trust him. But anyways, it's not even about the keeper today. Yes, it is and it isn't, but I think that we look at the drop off and you look at the fact that we've not been able to kill games off, right? And I think this game is in many ways symmetrical to the Fulham game, where we took the lead 1-0, and then what happened? We lost it, and that again, capitulation at home at Stamford Bridge.
Can we talk together?
All right, go on then.
Yeah, cool.
So
what happened today is Chelsea, same old, we're an attacking team now these days, apparently. We let the defence grow. Our attack is supposed to do the job. What went wrong? Nicholas Jackson performed well today. Madueke lost again. He plays for the corner, thinks it's Ronaldo. Get off the pitch. Neto's on the bench. Felix is on the bench. Yeah, let down by the fucking attack again. Toshin come in, great player for me. He can score goals. Colwell should be a future captain in my book. Reece James, key player. They say let him go. No, don't let him go. Don't let him go. It comes down to scoring goals. Yeah, we don't score enough goals. Cole Palmer get the ball. Listen, we are blessed that we got Sancho. Sancho can take players on, but there's no finishers there. If I was fucking what's his name, Enzo, I'll say listen, outside the box, hit the fucking ball. I'll put fucking 11 men along the fucking outside the box and make sure you can whip around them, because they like to do the old. Nonny, I fucking up to bits, yeah, but he thinks he's Ronaldo. He runs to the pit, does all these fucking. He puts out for a corner and he smiles at the fans and he gives it this. Yeah, I've done well. No, you've done fuck all, mates. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. We need goals, my baby. You understand me? So I'm not very happy about it, to be honest, yeah. With Felix, he could be prolific. He can't finish though, can he? Listen, you may as well fuck it. It's like he's got a foam in his shoes when he kicks the ball from outside the box. Listen, we need goals. Going for the
These
future.
players that you talk about have been scoring goals this season. So what would you put it down to?
Where they score goals, my lady?
At the start of the season, you bring up players there. Jackson's been scoring goals. Neto, yeah, maybe not as consistent with scoring goals, but
yes.
he has also Sancho. Not that many, but assists.
I thought Jackson played well today, to be honest. Normally, he don't release the ball.
I agree with you. I think
It's
Jackson
good
was probably the
assist,
best
really good
of the front line.
I think you look at conversion maybe a little bit though. Like that's something we talked about a lot last season, and we said maybe it improved a little bit, or how much really did it improve? Because we do look at certain games where Jackson could kill the game off for us, and maybe,
Yeah, no Diego Costa, is he?
Oh, they don't make him like Costa anymore, do they?
Listen. He hit the post today, and I'm happy that he actually had a shot. He's not converting, is he, my lady? Let's be honest. He's not converting. He's not converting. To be honest, you say Cole Palmer. you can't always rely on Cole Palmer to get the
And
ball.
we've
And
not
this and
though
that.
this season. I said this was one thing we improved on, that we weren't Cole Palmer FC at the start of the season. There were goals coming from across a collective of players, and the fact that
I'll tell you what we are right now, and I'm a Chelsea. We are Sancho FC, because he actually will take the player on a drive towards the defence. The other players are scared to play the ball. He's playing in front of Cucurella, who Cucurella will literally does not. Cucurella is a solid, his best left back in the fucking league. Yes or no?
He's up there, definitely.
Best left back in the league. Yeah?
oh, did you see Cucurella?
Anyway,
I need to rewatch the situation with his haircut, but he did at least 5 or 6 rollovers, and I was like, wow.
Best left back in the league, yeah, and he's just such a player in front of him. He gets the ball and he creates. He's a magician.
He is.
He's a magician, yeah.
Big up to you, my friend.
Anyway,
Thank you
listen.
so much.
Thanks, my friend.
Pleasure.
Take care.
You. Respect yourself. Up the Blues, yeah. Listen, I remember the days of fucking Gianfranco Zola, my baby.
Well, we could have used Zola today, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, magic man. Some magic on the pitch, just the moment of individual brilliance. But yeah, truly, like, Bournemouth emerged in that second half and they looked like the team that wanted the 3 points. That's as simple as that. Nice moment for Reece James though, if we want to talk a little bit of a positive. Do you know how many days he has not scored in? Do you want me to give you the number?
I have no idea.
885 days since his last goal at Chelsea.
It's even longer than Jack Grealish.
I know. But bless him. And then Cam made a joke, well, he's been injured for 884, so there you go.
That's true.
Yeah, but bless him. Good moment there for him, and it just sent Stamford Bridge into an eruption. Why couldn't that have been our win? It could have been, and maybe it shouldn't have been at the same time. Do you know what I mean? We shouldn't have been in that position in the first place, to be 8 minutes deep into stoppage time and be hoping to get something out of it then. Yeah. So big lesson there to learn, Alex. But if we're looking at the context and what this game actually means, if you're looking at the table position, it's fragile, it's marginal. Newcastle are behind us, I think 2 points, and Newcastle on an 8 winning game streak. 8. And we're talking about a winless run here, so you do worry a little bit, and you look at them and you think, okay, Man City as well, just below there, they drew today as well, but we've got to play them at the Etihad, and why were we the unlucky team that got to play them on their opening day of the season and not in November? But yeah, tough games, and you look at them and you say, okay, it's got to be this one, it's got to be that one, but each game is raising a bit of an issue, and I think that the question marks have piled up a little bit for Maresca there. And I keep saying every game I've got faith that he can assess what that is and what needs fixing, what needs addressing, but it is no secret to anyone that we need reinforcements. Does that sound bizarre to a rival fan who says we've spent as much money as we have? Maybe, yeah, but we do need reinforcements, and I think those games kind of tell you that maybe we are void of leaders, and I absolutely love the players we have, and Enzo, okay, he can rep the captain armband, but I'm missing that leader on the pitch that's vocal, that ties everyone in, that in games where your opposition has emerged looking stronger and hungrier than you in the second half, that you've got someone who can say, come on, heads up, we've taken the lead here, we're at home, we need to kill this game off, right? And when the team looks a little bit lacking of ideas, I just need that one character, and that's when I miss Thiago Silva so much.
Nina, thank you so much.